Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So today's Friday, which only means one thing. Today is Marketwatch. So in terms of updates this week, again, high on the content for RuneScape 3. Nothing major apart from the standard micro-transaction bundles, treasure hunt stuff, and really, again, a bit of a non-content week, which might be a little bit of a video coming up at some point. Maybe we're going to do some prayer training, and we have a bit of a talk about what this game currently stands in terms of updates, in terms of like going forward as well, because it's not been the best start to this year, in my opinion anyway. But anyway, that is for a different video and a different time. Today is Marketwatch, and that is the episode where we go through RuneScape 3's price rises and price falls with the Grand Exchange for this week, on highlighting any form of moneymaker, investment opportunity, or anyway, really, we could just pick something up nice and cheap just to benefit your RuneScape 3 account. So as always, we'll go through price rises and we'll see if there's anything worthwhile in this week's price rises or falls. Right, so starting the week off, and again, starting the week off with a bit of a weird note, Necromancy has been probably the main content on Marketwatch since the release. Like, it bounces up and down so often, and sometimes there's no real trend, there's no real reason why. It's still not really found its price or where it needs to be at all in the 9 months it's been in the game. So this week, regular Ghostly Ink is 6.9k, and again, I was due to sort of do a little bit of a review on the price of Ghostly Inks, candles, and all that stuff. We do it every 3 months, and it just, I don't know, it kind of works, and it's kind of a good video to see like where Necromancy stuff is, because it is actually one of those skills where you can actually get decent XP just for skilling with it. So that's how I trained the Bond account to like level 80, just by doing Ghostly Inks and candles and stuff like that, so it is decent XP. But 7k for a regular Ghostly Ink is a pretty decent price, and it's jumped up 30%. Not only that as well, Ashes have jumped up 30%, and it's a fantastic way to train your skills. Even if you're training Necromancy, Mage, Melee, Range, you name it, the Abyss, and the City of 2, which is an unreal achievement diary award. Pretty good price for that, and that will actually make you some money just training your combat stats at an insane rate of XP as well. Fragile Memento, 1.6k, a Body Rune, 25 GP each, Steel Arrows are up, Power Flower Basket, 40 mil there, and the Azura Hurricane Cosmetic is 76 mil. More cosmetics from the most recent one, which, as always, we shall skip. Manuscripts of Jazz, 725k each, and Kerapack has been something on my list for a little while, and I have got some time coming up soon, which I think maybe God Wars 3 will go and have a little bit of a see. God Wars 3 has been in the game now for a little while. Let's see how they sort of stand up to the test of times. But 725k for a manuscript page is actually really good. Uncut Jade at 1.5k, really good there. I still think they wouldn't buy for that price, because Uncut Jade, where I tried to do botanist ammies, are really hard to sort of buy. Miasma Rune, again, Necromancy Rune's going up, 1.4k there. Papaya Fruit jumping up high, 8.7k. That's pretty big for a jump, and definitely something to keep out of. Fire Fruits at 10k each could be some huge money with the Fruitful Scrolls, and definitely one I might have a look at for a money-making method. Did it probably about a year ago, and I definitely got the attention it needed, because really that is very good profit there. Grimy Toe Flax, 6.3k, really good farm runs. Again, farm runs will always make you profit, and always something you should try and incorporate if you can. Never too rich to do a farm run anyway. Normal Plank, 623 GP each. Mahogany, 1.3k. Again, decent little money-making method starting to creep back in. Flesh Rune, 873. Hardened Dragon Bones at 15.1. Cut Jade, 1.5k, pretty nice. Portable Well, 9k each. Uncut Moonstone, now 1.5 mil on the Grand Exchange. It won't be like that, it'll probably be a different price. Spirit Runes, 177 GP each. Again, worth looking at that, because that could make money than the high tier runes. Ring of Dueling, 3.8k, really good flip, really good investment as well. Rings of Dueling always did me very well in terms of buying, selling, making on a previous sort of iteration of accounts. Archeology materials going up. Blood of Orcus, 13.3k. This will always go up because, again, binding contracts. You know the story with Orcus and Hellfire Metal. Vulcanized Rubber though, 12.4k. Really good actually. And there'll be a lot of Bandos spots where that will make money. Grenwall Spikes on the up, 315. Now those who have been on the channel for a while and those who have seen the main account videos will know I tried to invest in Grenwall Spikes to make a flip. Burnt, so these going up are good for me. It might not be good for everyone else, but it's good for me. Purple Sweets, 1.5k each. Draconic Energy, 382k. Sorrow Brews, 7.9k, which is pretty decent for them. Like anything over 7.5, 8k, really good price for Sorrow Brews. Flaming Schools, 47k. A Rune Bar, 6.3k each. Could be decent money maker there. Rune Plate Body plus 3 is 190k, and that's the standard one, or the old sort of school one. War Tortoise Pouch, 24.1k. Again, might be worth looking into getting the shells. The shells used to be very good money. Magic and new composite bows, those are for the Fortunates. They're on the way back up, which I kind of saw coming because they were too cheap. With Fortunates especially, it'll hit a point, it's too cheap, they'll go up. It's just like a reiteration sort of thing. Because the limit is so sort of limited, you don't really get much of a chance to buy up a big stock. But for me, whenever a Fortunate gets towards about 1 mil, buy it, because it will always go back up. Alteration Necklace, 1.6 mil. Elder Wood Spirits, 9.8k. Decorated Cooking Urns, 9.4k. Dinosaur Propellant, 841 GP each. Because Headless Dino Arrows in the video we did last week make so much money, I think these are going to go back up. So I'm going to do another stint at the Dino Fire Making, see how it is now, and just see what the price is like, because that could be a good one as well. Emerald Necklaces, 5.8k each, and with the price of an emerald and a gold bar, that's like 2.8k profit each, and that's a non-members skill. So definitely one to look into. Again, past couple of weeks, some non-member stuff really starting to fly up, and non-members money-making methods just seem to be there a little bit more than they used to be. So definitely one to keep out on. Springs back up. We did have a little bit of a wobble. Seems to be going back up now. I think people might have dumped a large selection or a large amount of them, and people just bought it straight back up, bought the dip, and probably see that go back up as well. But yeah, pretty good list of money makers. There's loads of things dotted around, like you can go for Wartor's pouches, go and make some Sorrow Brews, Necromancy runes. You can go and do the Blood of Orcus, Vulcanized Rubber. You can go kill Addy Dragons, 15.1k there. Farm runs are looking good. It's a decent week, and especially like these Necromancy money making methods as well. We'll do a video as well. Right, so now on to the price falls. Now, a little sort of update we did this week is to turn buckets of slime into ectoplasm. Because the ectoplasm price was starting to creep up, it was becoming a bit too expensive for what it needed to be. So as you can see, ectoplasm this week is absolutely tanked. Under 3k, very, very cheap, and not the price it needs to be. Very, very cheap, and will probably continue to go down as more and more people do it. I'll see if it's actually a decent moneymaker as well, because it actually could be. I just need to go through like what you need to do for it. Buckets of slime, if they're tradable as well, could be something to go to have a look at anyway, and just see if it's worthwhile doing. Vorkath Spike, 6.2 mil. Sarah Arrows, 171 GP each. Slayer Wildcards, 42.6k. They could be worth buying. If you're really interested in it and wanting to do what you wanted for Slayer, something to go and look at, because especially on the bonus XP as well, you could kill something like, I don't know, whatever's like a really good XP. Maybe you could do it with the Archeology. I've never tried them, but maybe you could. And you could do something like that for Slayer as well. Uncle Emerald, 392 GP each. You saw how much the emerald necklaces were. It's a bit of a bargain to pick up. Again, non-members could make a bit of money with that. If you wanted to do like the whole crafting method, so you could cut the gems, turn the gems into necklaces and then sell that, it's just more profits anyway. Powder of Penance, we sort of called this a couple of weeks ago, 672k each, really starting to go down. You want to monitor this if you're looking to buy some as well. Try and buy the dips, just try and buy at the lowest point. I would say, me personally, 580, 550 is when I'd look to buy. Quantum Incense Sticks on its way down, 23.1k. Medium Bladed Adamant, 5.1. Prayer Potion, 6.3k. Keep an eye on that because they will go up at some point, no doubt. Zamorak, this, 400k. Zamorak components, so keep an eye. Could be a very decent price if you're looking to do some things with the Zami components anyway. Bronze Bar 2k flat. We've got the Nightmare Multiple Pouch at 49.6k. Abyssal Wand 136k. Really good sort of weapon for how cheap it is. Prizal Codex 757 mil. If you're looking for that, something to keep an eye on, but I wouldn't price check off this Grand Exchange. I'd price off one of the money making sites. Impure Essence 179 GP each. Really cheap. Just means you'll make more profit with rune crafting, which we're all about. Jaws of the Abyss 360k. Decorated Fishing Urn down to 8.2. That's a little bit cheap. Greater Concentrated Blast 5.1 mil. Manuscripts of Wen just under 200k each. Again, that's a decent-ish price for those. Scripture of Jazz 26 mil. Again, it seems the price is considerably more expensive for what the book's worth. Not in total, but for how much use you go into getting stuff. Kind of like how the big book is. So the big book pages are like bank. The big book itself, not so much. It's just weird. Costume skipping tickets, 272k each. Biscuits, 5.5k. Ascension key for sectors, 285k. Astral runes down, 776 GP each. Spirit memento, 18.1. So if you need to do your souls, keep an eye on that. That's actually pretty decent for souls, so something worthwhile doing. Bloodweed, 12.6k. Dark Mystic top, 11.8. And the Blue Mystic boots, 28.2. Grandmaland's Diamonds 5.8k each, and Oak Shield Bows 841. Beak Snot over a k, Crimson Skull Chompers 1.4, Grapevine Seeds as well, so cheap for how much money they make, 1.5k each. Sea Singer's Hood, 9.8 mil. Cinderbanes, down. Again, one of the most useful items in the game, down to 67.3 mil. Farm and Earns, 87.2. Surprised by that one just because of how quick you go through them. Sorrow Brew Flasks, 35.3k. Ganodermic Flakes, this is a good one again. I know I've talked about me quite a bit in this video, but good for me because I've got all those visors to make, but that's down 283 GP for a flake. For a flake, that's a pretty big jump down, so worth keeping an eye on that as well. Ghost Impling, 400k. A Clean Fellstalk is 4,000, and the Anti-Fire is 11.5k. And then finally, just to finish the video off, we're going to go to the most traded items. We are going to find the one item on here we care about. Dragon Bones this week, 2097. Up and down. Oh, wow. Went to 2.2k. When did that happen? Oh, that was a couple weeks ago. Okay. But not too much profit there, but it never really is anymore. Bit of a quick one in terms of this for a Market Watch episode. Price falls pretty naff, to be fair. Not a lot there. Pretty much some stuff which has been there for a while and nothing really major in terms of crashes. What is there, I would have expected to be there, like the Penance Powder, the Brews. They went up so much the past couple of weeks, they're always going to go down. A few Urns I'm interested in there as well, because I didn't really expect Urns to be there. They always seem to hold a solid 10k price, but maybe it's one to see. Maybe we'll see them next week in a rotation when the price rises. Ectoplasm really is the big loser this week. Ectoplasm price is going to go through the floor now. You can make them. We'll do a video going over it, and if it's decent money as well. But that's going to be the end of this episode. Have you spotted anything this week which could stick out as a price rise or fall? Have you had any good investments, any good flips? If you want to share, please make sure to drop them in the comments, as well as any money-making methods or any videos you guys want to see anyway. And we'll get them sorted for you. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.